So Bhrigu is the ancient rishi. He belongs to he is the son of Varuna. Varuna is this ancient god, the purity and vastness of the divine being. Bhrigurvai Varunihi, Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Bhrigu is indeed the son of Varuna. He approached his father Varuna, Upasasara, Adhihi Bhagavo, teach me, O blissful Lord, Brahma, iti, about Brahman. Tasma etat provacha, and he told him this. Annam pranam chakshuh shrotram manovacham iti. This is this which I often quote. Brahman is matter, vital energy, chakshuh seeing, shrotram hearing, manas, what do you call it? Manas, there is no translation. Thought,
Mind.
vacha, brain. Brain is
Mind.
huh?
Mind.
Mind. I forgot about mind. And vacham, word or speech. Tamhovacha. Yato va imani bhutani jayante. And he told him, from where all these beings are being born, yena jatani jivanti, by what they live, yat prayanti, into what they go, abhisamvishanti, and join it after death. Tad vijijñāsasva, that you try to recognize. Tad brahmeti, that is Brahman. Now notice where they are coming from, by what they live, and into what they go. This is Chatushpad. This is the level by which we all live. These are the elements which we all gather around our individual center. Satapotapyata, and he flamed in tapas. Satapas taptva, and having flamed again. Tapas is an important element, concentration of effort, consciousness. Annam brahmeti vyajanat. He recognized Brahman as matter, annam, of food. Annadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante, because from food or from matter, all these beings are being born. Annena jatani jivanti, and by food or by matter they live. Annam prayanti abhisamvishanti, and into the matter they go after death. Tadvijñāya, having recognized thus, Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, he again approached his father Varuna. Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti, teach me, O blissful Lord, about Brahman. Tagam Hovacha, and he told him, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva, realize Brahman by tapas. Tapo Brahmeti, because Brahman is tapas. Satapotapyata satapastaptva, and he flamed in tapas, and having flamed in tapas, prano brahmeti vyajanat, he realized Brahman as prana, as energy of life. Pranadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante, because from prana all these beings are being born. Pranena jatani jivanti, by prana they all live. Pranam prayanti abhisamvishanti, into prana they go after death. Tadvijñāya, having realized so, Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, he again approached his father Varuna. Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti, teach me, O blissful Lord, about Brahman. Tagam Hovacha, and he told him, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñāsasva, realized Brahman by tapas. tapo brahmeti, because Brahman is tapas. Satapotapyata, and he flamed in tapas. Satapastaptva, and having flamed in tapas, mano brahmeti vyajanat. He realized that Brahman is mind. Manaso hyeva kalvimani bhutani jayante. It is from the mind that all these beings are being born. Manasa jatani jivanti. It is by the mind that all the beings are living. Manah prayanti abhisamvishantiti. And into the manas they go, and after death. Tadvijnaya, having realized so, Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara. He again approached his father Varuna. Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Teach me, O blissful Lord, about Brahman. Tagam Hovacha, and he told him, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñasasva. Realize Brahman by tapas. Tapo Brahmeti. Brahman is tapas. Satapo tapyata, and he flamed in tapas. Satapastaptvan, having flamed by tapas. Vijnanam brahmeti vyajanat. He realized that Brahman is the supermind. Vijnana dhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante. Because from the supermind all the beings are being born. Vijnanena jatani jivanti. By Vijnana, by the supermind, all the beings are living. Vijnanam prayanti abhisam vishantiti. And into Vijnana they go after death. Tad Vijnaya, having realized that, literally having discerned that, Punareva Varunam Pitaram Upasasara, he again approached his father Varuna. Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Teach me, O blissful Lord, about Brahman. Tagam Hovacha, and he told him, Tapasa Brahma Vijijñasasva. Realize Brahman by tapas. Tapo Brahmeti. Brahman is tapas. Satapo tapyata. Satapastaptva, and he flamed in tapas, and having flamed by tapas, Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. He realized that Brahman is bliss. Anandadhyeva khalvimani bhutani jayante. All the beings are born from bliss. Anandena jatani jivanti, and being born they live by bliss. Anandam prayanti abhisam vishantiti, and into the bliss they go after death. Saisha bhargavi varuni vidya, and that is the knowledge of Bhrigu, son of Varuna. So he didn't come back again. Parame Vyoman Pratishtita, established in the highest heaven. Saya Evam Veda, the one who knows thus, Pratitishtati, is being established. Annavan, Annado Bhavati, becomes rich with food, eater of food. Mahan Bhavati becomes great, Prajaya, in offspring. Pashubhih Brahma Varchasena, in consciousness and luminosity of the spirit. Mahan Kirtya, great in glory. This is a profound Taittiriya Upanishad. And how it ends, I will skip in the middle and come to the end. Sayaschayam purushe yascha saaditye saekaha, and that which is in Purusha and that which is in the sun, that is the same one being. Saya evam vit, the one who knows thus, asmat lokat pretya, having gone from this world, etamannamayam upasamkramya, having joined this self made of matter, etam pranayam upasankramya, having joined this self made out of prana, etam manomayam upasankramya, having joined this self made out of mind, etam vijnanamayam upasankramya, having joined this self made by supermind, etam anandamayam upasankramya, having joined this self made of ananda. Iman lokan kamani kamarupyanu sancharan, etat samagayan naste, he sits moving in all these worlds, partaking of whatever enjoyment at will, taking whatever form at will in this world. He sits and sings this hymn, Saman. Havu, havu, havu. Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. I am food, I am food, I am food. Ahamannado, hamannado, hamannadaha. I am the eater of food, I am the eater of food. I am the eater of food. Ahanga shloka krid, ahanga shloka krid, ahanga shloka krid. I am the creator of the word. I am the creator of the word. I am a creator of the word. Ahamasmi prathamajaridasya. I am firstborn of the truth. Purvam devebhyo amritasya nabhayi, before the gods, in the navel of immortality. Yo madadati saidevamavaha, who gives me, sacrifices me, he indeed nourishes me. Ahamannamannamadantamaadmi, I am food, who eats the eater of food. Aham vishvam bhuvanam abhyabhavam, I overcame the whole world. Suvarna jyoti, O golden light. Ya evam veda, the one who knows thus, Upanishad, that is the Upanishad. So this is the end of Taittiriya. Such an ecstatic exclamation of realization by the Rishi. He joins all the levels of consciousness, from the most material to the most spiritual, transcendental, together, gathering them all together. He becomes the matter, the eater of matter, and the eater of the eater of matter. He is everything now, immortal being, firstborn of the truth. Before the gods came here, he was there already. Who gives me, he is nourishing me. So this is, I wanted you to see another kind of view, another approach to knowledge, which is very uniquely different from what we learned until now, from Taittiriya, from Kena, from Isha. If you remember those entries, they are so profound, and this is another entry into this knowledge. Great, I stop here. for today. If you have some questions, clarifications you need to know, please go ahead. Next time we will take Rigveda Samhita.
I don't have a question. I just want to share something and just ask you maybe. I mean, the way you chanted was just beautiful. Can we just do a session of chanting once,
Sure,
if everybody is okay with it?
chanting is
I mean,
always
you can
good.
teach us how to chant.
Chanting, yeah. It's especially at the end, they have many Plutos. Plutos, these three you see. Unfortunately, there is no visible Vedic accent here because it's printed without it, but I still remember it. So these Plutos three, Ritasya, yeah, long, this is three matras.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, anytime, whenever everyone's ready and wants to do it.
Okay, yeah, we will have Rigveda also chanting, and this Rigveda is accentuated, and this Taittiriya is also accentuated. Great. Some other?
Vladimir, I don't have a question, but I'm feeling extremely angry. May I express?
Yes, please go ahead.
See, I am not here as a seeker of knowledge and a scholarly pursuit and, devour knowledge for the sake of knowledge and enjoy it. I'm not, I like my whole thing is that I want to experience this dynamically and also, kind of bring it into the circles of other humans as a dynamic, real knowledge. So I'm extremely disturbed by what you just told about, the Shiva and the Vishnu and the sexual energy and the psychic heart divine energy, because if I mean I'm going to right to the beginning when you said, the inconscient and the dark matter and God, the Brahman wanted to experience himself for his own pleasure and all of those, he created all of that. I'm going to the first class. And then, I mean, if you look at the world right now, if you look at from Nirbhaya to rapes to prostitute to flesh trade to everything that happens in this world, and then even in and people who fall in love and then they get married, and then once they get into the sexual energy, how their emotional energy just gets confused and god knows what, and the void that is created. It is not necessary that maybe okay, maybe in the life of the couples or the people who are in love, and the void creates a push for them to seek for divine love. But for the other, the whole dark thing, there is, it's not like, it is not seeking any divine output, it is not looking, or it's like just multiplying. I mean, you look at the Netflix series, or you look at the Tinder, or you look at the world and you look at the society and look at
Absolutely. Absolutely.
everything is just that. And how can they just say ki acha, they are two separate things, there is contradictory and we can't explain to you and you will one day get it. And I mean whole
But
world is
that
like
is
whole chaos is because of these two energies.
absolutely.
And we cannot just withdraw and just be knowledgeable and happy about knowledge.
No, no, no. We have to understand how it works. We have to understand that this is something which we are put up with. Yeah. So it's not that we have to be compassionate about this, about human beings undergoing these process of of this constant fight between the two energies, yes, between the heart and the pleasure, heart and pleasure, pleasure and heart. They do. You can see it everywhere. It's not in today's world. You're absolutely right. It's all built on this pleasure, pleasure, and more pleasure, satisfaction of senses. And of course, sexual pleasure is the major drive for that. It's just sublimation of this sexual drive into every field of endeavor, human endeavor. But there is an element in us which is different in the heart, aspiration, truth. And if we activate that element, we can live as human beings. Mother was never against for families to live together and so on, but it should not dominate. One should not dominate the other. One should not become a drive for the other. And pleasure should not be a drive. The truth should be a drive. Search for the truth, aspiration for the higher being, for the higher consciousness. That has to be a drive. And then there will be some kind of reconciliation between the two with difficulty, And still, in the future, they will be reconciled, but not right now. That's why many monks, if you go to monasteries, they will all reject sexual impulse. Brahmacharya is the must for to be a yogi or tapasvi. Why? Because this energy is driving us away from the heart, driving us away from the truth. Not because it is a bad energy, but because it is hijacked by forces, vital forces, all kind of asuric, rakshasic, paishachic forces, which through this energy come to us and start torturing us and building their influence through us. We are not ourselves anymore because of that. Otherwise, if this energy would be free from that influence, it would be totally okay. There is nothing wrong about it. It's just hijacked. When
What
mother
do we do for all this? Now, what are we supposed to be doing after the class gets over?
You put me into a difficult position. What should you do after the class is over? This is lovely. Thank you for this question. You know what you do? You think about it. You really kind of see how these two energies are driving you crazy. One drives you in one direction, other in another direction. And you can see the constant dialogue going between these two centers of energy. Yeah? One is building your life, this ayuh, that energy by which your body lives, which is very important energy for our life in the body. Yeah? And the other is that heart center, which drives you towards your higher self, your higher consciousness. Yeah? And both of them are needed. So what should you do? What should I do? I have no recipe. I would say you just go with your heart. Yeah?
Like
Reconcile.
humanity, you're not just telling me, right? We're talking about whole of the world, because I am quite in another space, but I'm concerned about my people.
With your people, I do not know what to tell them. Tell them that there is a
My people
difference.
meaning all of human beings on earth, Vladimir.
There is a difference between the love and the sexual drive, and we know about this. We just don't want to admit it. We mix them together and think that they are going together. They are not going together. One is totally different from the other. They have different origin, different energy, different. Between them, there is a gap. We
I
know
will
it.
I will do this. I will put the two energies and I will talk to them, and I'll write the dialogues between the three of us, and I will mail it to you.
All right. All right.
I have to
I'm
do something about it, otherwise I'll go mad. Just thinking about everything that happening in the world. I'm a healer. The kind of cases that come to me, the kind of things I have to do. What you talked about, I've experienced that. I was such in Shiva Bhakt and Tapas, and then there came a time when I really went in and I understood Vishnu, and I got all Krishna Krishna and my heart wearing Krishna Krishna. And then I came out of that because I wanted to understand what to do in the world. And today telling about these two things, and I understand now what it really means. But then there are people who are suffering only because of this. All the clients that I have to heal and channel for is basically these are the things. And it's like
absolutely.
this contradiction is the cause of every chaos apparently. So that's why I'm so because I see so much pain and so much trauma on a daily basis.
Absolutely, absolutely. And our psychologists here, Rinko and Perito, they can say the same. They are consulting people. They know what it is. It's all about this drive, which is not understood what it is about, how to deal with it. It's very strong force, karma, which is rising. And it is sublimated in the sense of sensual enjoyment and food and this comfort and sex all together, the whole thing, which one day will be realized at its highest truth, and then there will be no contradiction. But as for now, there is a contradiction, and this contradiction is working contradiction. It is something which helps us to evolve somehow, in spite of it being so difficult.
If it doesn't get resolved before we all are dead, me, Rinku, and Preetu are coming to you, and we'll be discussing it live with you in your house, wherever you are. Is that all right, Vladimir?
Super. Why not? That's great. We are alive already. We can meet and discuss and see. But there is no solution given, and by psychotherapy, nobody knows the solution. Yeah, for this particular question, how to reconcile between the heart and the sexual center. I already don't include even mind, and how to reconcile with mind, heart, and that center would be the final reconciliation. Okay, great. I have to sign out. I'm late for another meeting. Om Sahana Bhavatu. It's again mantra. May we both be, may he enjoy us both. Who are these two? Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai. That is the body, the center. That's what we are discussing, and the heart. Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It's really uniquely fitting to our discussion. May we both produce this luminous result. May we both, my body, my drive within this Shukracharya drive or Bhargava drive and my heart drive, both of us. Ma vidvishavahai, may we not hate each other. May we be in...
Sorry to overwhelm and outburst, Vladimir. I could not, I had to share. I'm sorry.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Lovely. All right. Next time, Rigveda. That's Rinku has to be happy. Okay, see you guys. See you. Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Looking forward. Yeah.
There are more questions now.
Good. Questions are always good.